Welcome to all of you in third year 5th semester Mechanical Engineering. Myself Kishore Farde, Mechanical Engineering Department, Shivajirao Adonde Polytechnic, Asangam. Through this video, I am going to introduce the course Power Engineering and Refrigeration for students of 5th semester Mechanical Engineering. The contents in this video we will discuss about the course outcomes or learning outcomes, introduction of the PER's teaching scheme given by MSBT, course contents, suggested activity for students, micro projects for students. We will discuss about the overview of the course and reference books. So learning outcomes. After studying this course, the student will identify different components of IC engine and its auxiliaries like piston, cylinder, crankcase, connecting rod, crankshaft, flywheel and other accessories. After studying this power engineering and refrigeration, student will able to test the performance of IC engines, means the students can calculate the indicated power, brake power, frictional power. Also, student will prepare the heat balance sheets. Third course outcome, the student will maintain reciprocating air compressors. Then, the student will identify different components of gas turbine and jet engines like turbojet, turboprop and ramjet. And lastly, the student will test the performance of refrigeration and air conditioning systems like domestic refrigerator, water cooler, air conditioning systems like window air conditioning system, central air conditioning system. Now, we will introduce the Power Engineering and Refrigeration course. Dear students, it is necessary to mechanical engineering technologists to analyze working and plot the performance characteristics of IC engine, air compressor, gas turbines and the air conditioning equipments. This power engineering course gives knowledge to the students for selecting suitable prime mover for given application and to maintain and test the same. The other part of this course, that is refrigeration. This course refrigeration gives basic exposure of RAC equipment like domestic refrigerator, water cooler. Also, this RAC plays vital role in maintaining controlled atmosphere in different domestic and industrial applications, means to regulate the temperature, humidity, purity of air. The study of this refrigeration and air conditioning is important. Also, in HVAC, heat ventilation air conditioning area, the basic knowledge of refrigeration and air conditioning plays important role. Dear students, in 6th semester, refrigeration and air conditioning course, you have to study in depth. Now we will discuss about teaching scheme given by Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education. This Power Engineering and Refrigeration course, you have to study in weekly for 3 hours in theory and for practical 2 hours per week. If you consider examination scheme, under examination scheme there are 2 heads, theory and practical. In theory also there are 2 heads, ESE, end semester exam, and PA means progressive assessment. So in theory, under end semester exam, you have to appear for theory paper for 70 marks and minimum passing marks are 28. Also, for theory PA means progressive assessment, there are 2 class tests of each of 20 marks. So average of this class test will be considered as a 20 and 10 marks are allocated for micro projects suggested by MSBT. So 20 plus 10 means total 30 marks are allocated for progressive assessment and the minimum passing will be minimum you can consider as a 0. Under PR means practical head, again it is subdivided into two, end semester exam and progressive assessment. So for practical end semester exam, the external examiner will appointed by the MSBT and he or she will take the external practical exam for 25 marks and minimum passing is 10 marks. Similarly, for practical progressive assessment, you have to prepare for journal as well as internal examiner will check your practical performance and maximum marks are allocated as a 25 and minimum passing marks are 10. Now the course contents of this Power Engineering and Refrigeration. This course contains 5 chapters. So first chapter, internal combustion engine, having teaching hours 12 hours and maximum marks are 16 marks. Chapter number 2, testing of IC engines and emission control. Teaching hours are 12 and maximum marks allocated as a 16. Chapter 3, air compressors. Teaching hours are 8 and maximum marks allocated as a 14 marks. Chapter 4, gas turbine and jet propulsion. Teaching hours are 4 hours and maximum marks are 8 marks are allocated. And last chapter, refrigeration and air conditioning. Teaching hours are 12 hours and maximum marks allocated as a 16 marks. Now, for better practical exposure and to enhance the technical knowledge, the Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education has suggested some student activities. So student can prepare the PPT on emission norms. Student will make the charts for performance characteristics of IC engines. Student will make a chart showing heat balance sheet format to display in laboratory. Student will collect the specifications of domestic refrigerators and window air conditioners from manufacturer's website or by market survey. The student will measure dry bulb temperature DBT and wet bulb temperature WBT using thermometer and use of psychrometric chart for finding out the various properties of air. Student will prepare the troubleshooting chart for domestic refrigerator and window air conditioner. Means the student will get idea about the problems occurred in refrigeration and window air conditioning systems and the remedies for these problems. Similarly, student will prepare the troubleshooting chart for IC engine. Means after preparing this chart, the students will familiar with the problems of IC engine and the remedies for the same. The student will prepare the seminar report on dual fuel and hybrid engines. They also visit an industry where air compressors are monitored online using SCADA or similar system and write a report on the same. Student will collect IC engine fuel characteristics including information on RON and MON. So all these are suggested activities for students by MSBT. Suggested micro projects. Under theory PA head, the 10 marks are allocated for micro projects. So every student individually or maximum in group of 3 students have to complete the micro project. The micro project list is displayed at the end of syllabus. The student have to complete the micro project under the guidance of the course teacher. Now, we will discuss about the overview of this course. In this course, you have to learn IC engine, testing and emission control, air compressor, gas turbine, and RAC, refrigeration and air conditioning. So, this figure shows IC engine and its basic parts like piston, cylinder, valves, spark plug, then connecting rod, crank, and many more. Emission control in second chapter, that is testing and emission control, we have to study the emission control and norms given by the government of India. So, nowadays in BS6 engines, this catalytic converter is used. So, this figure shows the catalytic converter. It may be two-way catalytic converter, three-way catalytic converter, and which will reduce the pollution by the exhausts. Air compressor. In third chapter, we have to study the reciprocating air compressor as well as rotary air compressor. So, this figure shows the various parts of the air compressor. In fourth chapter, we have to study gas turbine. So, this figure shows the working flow of the gas turbine. In last chapter, that is refrigeration and air conditioning, we have to study the refrigeration, domestic refrigerator. So this figure shows the domestic refrigerator and its basic parts like compressor, condenser, evaporator, capillary tube, and its location. And this air conditioning, in this figure, the basic parts of air conditioning systems like evaporator coil, condenser coil, fan, blower, and compressor are shown. So now, dear students, to learn this Power Engineering and Refrigeration course, the reference books suggested by MSBT are IC Engines by Mathur Sharma, Thermal Engineering by R.K. Rajput, a textbook of Thermal Internal Combustion Engine by R.K. Rajput, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning by R.S. Khurmi, and Thermal Engineering by Singh Sadhu and Pati Sukumar. The reference taken for this, the www.msbt.org.in. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you.